Welcome, frienderinos. It's music, man. Oh boy. It's spoopy. And also, it sounds kind of sad. And I have a feeling there's a reason for that. Like, what the fuck happened here? It seems like this facility might be abandoned, and there might have been, I don't know, deaths that happened here or something. I don't know, man. Why is this place so creepy seeming? All I know is that apparently there's an inhuman being here. This is some, like, straight out of horror game vibes. This whole arc is clearly made, like, the fucking tone shift of this. I'm really surprised the Persona game has this kind of tone shift, really. Because, yeah, there's some dark stuff in, like, P5. There's some dark stuff in every game. And P3 is just dark throughout, kind of. But, like, this is dark in it seems like a specifically horror gamey way. And it seems like if this inhuman being... Oh, I love that guitar. But basically, what I was saying was that this inhuman being that is apparently here, it seems like she must have started this whole thing. The Emma thing. I think she's trying to control humanity or teach them a lesson or something. I'm really just spitballing here. But it's very interesting. This is like some horror game-based stuff right here. And this inhuman being is probably gonna be pretty horrifying in what she is and how she looks and that sort of a thing. I'm really interested. Let's see what the hell is up with this place.
Dude, what's gotten into her?
She said it was a voice.
Yeah.
We have to catch up to her.
What I'm guessing is Sophie was made by whatever this inhuman being is for the purpose of learning about humanity so she can come back to her, I feel like. Whoever her is, of course. We do not know yet.
I can see it.
I'm guessing it's really is some goddess, I feel like. Or, well, we'll see, I guess. Because there has been literal gods in these games. I won't say more than that to not spoil other games for people. Because it's always has to do with plot stuff, but there's like gods in every game of some kind. Well, between 3, 4, and 5 at least. I don't know about 1 or 2. I very well might end up playing the 2 duology soon. I don't know about on the channel. Maybe eventually if I love them. Probably eventually. Because I love this series. I've heard a lot of good things. I very well might just pick it up. Just go ahead and play those eventually. But god damn. I wonder why this place looks like this, and what happened here. This inhuman being, was she like made here or what, man? Man, I'm curious.
Hang on. There's something here. Is that a tape recorder? Let's see if it works.
This plan brings to fruition a dream long cherished by the research team.
Wait.
No. By all mankind.
I think the tape recorder is functional.
Every last test subject, a successful change of heart, or the penitentiary system is complete.
Oh god.
The concept of suffering will be dead to all mankind.
Wait, what? Okay. Huh.
Now, let us rejoice and welcome the new age of humanity.
Okay, so whoever this insane bastard is, he thought that the jail thing that... Why? Oh, wait, hold on. He wanted to seal away the pain of everyone, didn't he? This is rather reminiscent of Persona 5 Royal, and that's all I will say just in case you all haven't played Royal. But, yeah. Or watch my Let's Play of Royal. By the way, if you do that, that'd be great.
Emma shall be our guide into this promised land.
Emma? And changes of heart?
Just as Ichinose said, there was indeed some form of experimentation on Emma here.
The voice said something about a penitentiary system, too. I think I understand what they were researching here now.
The jail stuff, yeah. Jails.
Yes, that would be a logical conclusion. Anyway, we'll talk more about it later. We need to track down Sophie first.
Right. We have to catch up with her.
Damn it, Shorty. Why'd she have to run off like that?
Yeah, that's... Oof, man. What I'm guessing is she's... Everything that she does, learning about humanity, etc., she's compelled by this being to do so. Whatever this inhuman
Why is it
being
gonna get
is.
so dark on us?
It has grown even eerier as well. What lies in wait ahead of us?
The visibility level's a real issue, but I'm still worried about Sophie. Let's proceed with caution.
I've realized there hasn't been any enemies so
Shadow-sighted.
far, except for... There's like one enemy per jail. What is this? I'm really curious. And where do we go on from here? Because look at the map. Wait, the map is fully fleshed out. That's so weird. Is that usually how it is? Or did I not realize? Or is that not usually how it is? Either way, this is really interesting. Looks like there is a shadow per cell period. Looks like they were researching... Hold on, well, let's see what's in here. Oh, hey, Sophie. There she is. I think she's too compelled to listen to us right now, by whatever the hell is in here.
Thank goodness you're safe, Sophie.
I think... I'm a little worried. I feel like she's gonna be an enemy for at least a little bit. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm sorry.
You said you heard a voice, yeah? Figure out who it is yet?
No. It disappeared once I arrived here.
Really? Interesting.
We never heard anything of the sort.
So only Sophie could hear it?
Oh boy.
It was very strange. The voice sounded similar to my own.
Huh.
And it was calling my name. Maybe the owner of the voice knows me. How's that, Sophie? The only memory I recall before meeting Joker is the directive to become humanity's companion. I've traveled so far with you all and learned many things. But I still know nothing about myself. When I heard the voice, I thought I had found my chance to learn about me. I'm sorry for worrying you.
It's okay, Sophie. Let's say we look together, Sophie.
Thanks, Joker.
This is heartwarming, man. This is some mood whiplash shit right here. We had the beach scene, we had the fucking horror-ass lead-up to this, and the fucking horror-ass lead-up to this, and then this wholesome scene with this wholesome saxophone music. What the heck? And then probably more eeriness? Probably?
I've got a feeling we can learn more about you right here. Huh?
Yeah. Me too, Morgana. I don't know why I called Morgana Joker when Joker's standing right next to him.
What makes you say that?
I've been thinking for a while now. Jails, Emma, Sophie. I keep looking for some kind of connection. We found Sophie in a jail, right? Emma was linked to that jail. And Sophie is an AI like Emma. There's no way these are all coincidences. Something has to link all three. I had hoped we'd eventually come across the answer if we investigated the jails we found.
I see. You believe these things have a uniting factor.
Not only that, I at least kind of know what Sophie's going through.
Morgana Huggle. By the way, I feel like it isn't really praised as much as it should be. That Morgana is really smart. He just seems to have like a sixth sense for this metaversey stuff. It kind of makes sense that perhaps Lavenza instilled that in him, and he ends up being the driving force in the group because, you know, he has an intuition and it's right, usually, so.
Not knowing your identity or your past, it's rough. So let's join Sophie in hunting down this mystery box.
Right there with you.
Agreed. For Sophie.
Heartwarmingness. And I'm gonna take all the Makoto fanservice-y stuff that I like that I can get. Because, you know, focusing on her insecurities and her fears, and I've started to realize that I think the lead-up was supposed to be Makoto. It's like supposed to be a duo Makoto-Sophie arc. I like that they at least did a lot of Makoto-y focus in the lead-up, because they know that I and other people needed it. Thank you, Atlas. But yeah, again, like, I was pretty mad yesterday, as you could probably tell by the tone of my voice, when that scene happened and she clung to Joker again, and I would have been fine with all that. and it would have been kind of cute to me if she didn't say, "Oh no, we're just friends." She just needed to just act embarrassed so that you could just draw your own conclusions. Anyway.
Really? Thank you.
Well, we got 2 missions. 1, take back all the locals' desires so they stop trying to kill us. And 2, figure out who the hell keeps yelling at Sophie.
We don't know which one we're gonna get at first. Let's do both at once, I guess.
Yeah, good idea.
I have no objections. It's only natural for us to assist both the public and our own teammates.
Indeedio.
Alright, Phantom Thieves, let's get to it.
Hell yeah. Very intrigued Durgan going where.
What's that?
Shadow, just on the other side. Be careful.
Interesting. Alright.
Show me your true self.
I liked being able to crash through a window to do this. That's badass. Granted, in real life, you would be all cut up, and that would be very dangerous, but, you know, it's cool in a video game.
Wait, it's over? That flew by.
Focus.
Should apply the same effort in the next battle.
I can see
Which is part of why video games are awesome. There's so many reasons, though.
What's that?
Especially for someone like me, when they're literally good for my mental health. As long as, you know, I intend for them to be a good thing for me rather than an escape.
Focus.
Meaning something that helps center me and also just something to have fun with and reward myself with for doing some things that I was scared to do, that sort of a thing. There's all sorts of ways to use games for a good reason, instead of just to escape from life, which I think is generally unhealthy. Like, if your intent is to just have fun and you're not really running away from anything in your mind, then video games are extremely healthy. As just a fun hobby. Slash a fun part of your livelihood. I'd love for that to happen to me.
No enemies nearby. Let's go on ahead.
Stop right there!
I can technical it right here. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Again, I don't need to do Persona stuff. So I probably might not unless I start running into a lot of difficulty. Frankly. Which I haven't been. Boss fights are only taking about 2 tries. Which for me is pretty darn good. Like, I'm sure a lot of people could probably do it in 1 try. I probably could do it in 1 try, especially if, as I continue
What's that?
to get more and more invested
I can see it.
Careful, there's a shadow lurking
in,
around.
in playing games.
What's that?
And really wanting to do a good job playing them because I'm doing it for an audience, and not just half-assing it on my own all the time. Now granted, when I'm on my own, I don't always half-ass video games, but I would... Indeed they do, Futaba, indeed they do. I'm not sure, I didn't realize what we got there, but I've also not had to use items very much, so I'm sure it doesn't really matter to me. Again, like, at this point, I just can kind of coast through the game, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to have the difficulty, I just want to experience the story and play the game how I want. And that is what I am doing. Let's go ahead and use their weaknesses against them. Hell yeah. Interesting structure. I feel like they actually locked people in these cells. But, like, how did this lead to the jails as they are now? And why Why was it? Why did he use jails to do this? Like, what is his obsession with jails? By the way, that guy sounded like Shido, but he probably isn't Shido. Like, if you heard me go like what or something, like when I first heard that guy's voice over the recording, it was because it sounded a lot like Shido, but I don't think that's Shido.
This was over before it began. Good job, everyone. Oh, nice one. Keep it up.
It might have very well been the same voice actor. It was a pretty distinct voice, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was Shido.
Focus.
You can't go back through. Why not? That's so... Oh, never mind. You can jump back through. But, okay, I get it now. Only when the glass is unbroken can you do this. I get it. Okay. Anyway. And you have to jump back through them, which is a little awkward because of how jumping is a little awkward in this game, generally. But I'm kind of used to jumping being kind of awkward in action games like this. I think it's something to do with the engine that these are usually coded in, or usually made in. Okay, where do we go from here? Ah.
So, this is a research lab for computer stuff?
That's supposedly the case, despite the facility projecting a human experimentation ambience.
Yeah.
Experimentation?
Yeah.
I mean, this place's monarch used the real facility in the same way.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, I get it now. It was for, you know, researching Emma and creating jails and stuff, you know, which is a digital thing. But the person, whoever this person is, sees it as a prison, like, you know, a place where humans are, yeah, experimented upon, which they were. These poor islanders were driven insane by this shit. And became mindless, cult-worshipping murderers. Like, Jesus Christ.
So many
I guess this is
containers.
appropriate for the fact
What do you
that,
think's inside?
I guess this place is appropriate for the fact that we're approaching October pretty quickly here. I mean, it's the 18th of September. It's not like the closest, you know, like if I played this in October, that'd be cooler, but I didn't know there was going to be a horror dungeon in this game. And in October, I will do some Resident Evil content, and maybe even Alien Isolation. That's what I'm planning. I'm planning to basically do horror content in October. I haven't played many horror games, though, so I'm hoping I won't destroy my brain doing that. But, well, what I've started to realize is that I get really into the atmosphere, and I usually don't really get nightmares and stuff from it. It's weird. I get scared when I'm playing them, but, like, it doesn't really affect me afterward.
They appear to be roughly person-sized.
Man, boy. Oh, there's a Misk. I need to be careful to pick up Misks, like actually pick them up. Oh, I have bond points I could use. I'll do that when I get to a checkpoint. I'll also see if I can do anything with that Shisa. I hope I don't have, like, a limit. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, I had another I have a Shisa. Okay. Okay, so I am... No wonder I'm not getting new Personas, because the Personas that are here are where I've gotten up to, interestingly enough, as far as level-wise. Alright, so I'm a little ahead of the curve, and that's... I wonder how, like, I don't know. I'm used to the other Persona games where you can't really do this, really. But, you know. Okay, cool. So I'm ahead of schedule is all that's up.
Proceed with extreme caution.
And I think there's finally gonna be new personas I can fuse new things with later in this dungeon. So. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I apologize if that was really annoying to some of y'all. But I just do those funny little calls just because, I don't know, they're fun to me. I apologize if you hate it, but I probably did not stop doing it anyway, honestly. Because it's just too fun to me. And this channel is where I can be my damn self. Entirely. So, apologies, friends, if you're not too fond of that. But if you just think it's hilarious, or aren't bothered by it at least, then we're Gucci.
I think we should register that checkpoint.
Stop right there!
I'm still picking up a lot of enemies. You might want to pace yourself. Enemy power level? Nothing special? Take it down. This is your chance. It's showtime.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Murder.
Took out most of them. Don't let up, guys.
Hello, Arabaki. Every time I see an Arabaki, I get flashbacks of Okumura's dungeon in 5.
Another
Which
tape
I
recorder.
bet a lot of people do, because a lot of the enemies roaming around look like Arabakis, I think I remember.
Let's listen. May provide us some clues
I
about
think
the lab.
that's what that robot-looking persona is called, Arabaki, I'm pretty sure.
Please, Director Ubukata, we must immediately abort the experiment. It's too dangerous.
And by the way, I'm trying to remember, it's not that they look like them on the map, they just look like Dalek-esque robots on the map, but in actual combat, there's so many Arabakis in that game because they're a robot-esque persona, in that dungeon because they're a robot-esque persona, so it makes sense.
These are the orders I was given. If the system isn't tested on real humans, it won't ever be completed. But tricking the islanders into participating?
Beautiful.
So these guys are the ones who effed up the island.
I heard a Director Ubukata. I believe that means one of the speakers is Shuzo Ubukata.
Ah.
Orders.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, the Shizo-sounding guy is Shuzo Ubukata, not... did I say Shizo? I meant Shido. I accidentally combined their names, that's hilarious.
You know what happens to a person when their desire is taken, Director. We've learned of another party manipulating the cognitive world for their own purposes in the real one. But we cannot allow these individuals to progress beyond us. So long as we follow the divine revelation, we will
Oh, God.
the ideal society.
He's insane. That inhuman being is whatever this goddess is that, like, initially corrupted him, right? This is a kind of a... This is not even kind of a... This is definitely a Persona 5 Royal-esque situation. Again, I'm not going to say more about that, just in case there's spoilers to be had there, but yeah.
I have absolute faith in the system as it was prophesied to me. What ideal society turns its entire population into slaves? This isn't any divine revelation. It's a curse. It can only lead to our destruction.
The recording ends there. Oh boy.
While still rather fuzzy, we are starting to see the big picture.
Yeah. This lab was researching jails and changing people's hearts. And they used the island's residents as their test subjects.
Awful.
We did see that email earlier about joining the Emma test.
They both mentioned a divine revelation, too. Could that have something to do with Operation Oraculi?
Maybe. But how would that involve Emma? That's the million-dollar question. What is Emma's role in all this?
Not just that. I'm curious who was pulling this director's strings, too.
Yeah. Hans got the picture. I'm pretty damn sure there was someone. As he said, divine revelation. The hell's that supposed to mean? Pretty sure it's some goddess or other type of powerful being. Again, sort of like the Persona 5 Royal situation.
Perhaps the mastermind behind this case?
Could we finally be getting close to the guy?
We have to find the desires first, regardless. And also track down that voice for Sophie. Let's press on.
Hecky. I love video games. I'm really intrigued by this plot. What is going on
I
here?
see a shadow.
Can I just go through the store? Yeah, it'd be cool.
Well, what do we have here?
Lab North.
I'll just add this.
And I think I'll actually end this one here for now, friends. So I hope y'all have an absolutely lovely day, and next time we will continue exploring this spoopy, interesting place. I'm very intrigued by the lore here. Have a good one, friends.